A sudden shift in power. Mass firings rock the nation. The United States federal government, long considered a bastion of stability, is in turmoil. Thousands of employees across numerous agencies have been abruptly dismissed. This mass layoff, dubbed the Trump-Musk Purge by some, has sent shockwaves through the nation. The speed and scale of these firings are unprecedented, leaving many questioning the motives behind this drastic action. The sudden expulsion of so many dedicated public servants has created a climate of fear and uncertainty. The impact of these firings extends far beyond the displaced workers. Essential government services are facing disruption. From national security to healthcare and education, the consequences of this purge are far-reaching. The sudden loss of expertise and manpower threatens to cripple key government functions. The nation holds its breath, grappling with the implications of this dramatic power play. To understand the current upheaval, one must look back at the simmering tensions that have long plagued the relationship between the government and certain powerful figures. Former President Donald Trump, known for his disdain for the deep state, had made previous attempts to reshape the federal workforce. His efforts, however, were often met with resistance from within the system. Enter Elon Musk, the tech mogul who acquired Twitter and boldly declared his intent to disrupt the status quo. Musk's vision, often aligned with Trump's populist rhetoric, seemed to resonate with a segment of the population disillusioned with traditional governance. This alliance of convenience, fueled by a shared desire to challenge established norms, laid the groundwork for the current crisis. While the exact nature of their involvement remains shrouded in speculation, both Trump and Musk have publicly endorsed the recent firings. Trump, true to form, took to his social media platform of choice to applaud the move as draining the swamp. Musk, meanwhile, cryptically tweeted about the need for a leaner, more efficient government. Their pronouncements, however, have done little to quell the growing unease. Critics argue that the lack of transparency surrounding the firings is deeply troubling. The absence of clear criteria for dismissal raises concerns about potential political motivations. Are these firings a legitimate attempt to streamline government operations, or are they a calculated move to silence dissent and consolidate power? The motivations behind the firings remain a subject of intense scrutiny and debate. The White House, in a carefully worded statement, cited the need for fiscal responsibility and efficiency improvements as the driving factors. However, many observers remain skeptical of this explanation. Critics point to the lack of any prior announcement or public discussion of these alleged budgetary concerns. Furthermore, the timing of the firings, coming shortly after a series of high-profile government leaks embarrassing to both Trump and Musk, has fueled speculation about a more vindictive motive. The administration's silence on these allegations only serves to deepen the suspicion surrounding their true agenda. Beyond the political machinations, the human cost of these firings is undeniable. Thousands of families are now grappling with the sudden loss of income and healthcare benefits. Seasoned professionals, some with decades of experience serving their country, find themselves cast aside with little warning or recourse. The firings have also had a chilling effect on morale within the federal workforce. Those who remain live in fear of being the next target, creating an atmosphere of anxiety and distrust. The long-term impact on the government's ability to attract and retain talent remains to be seen, but the current situation paints a bleak picture. The legality of the mass firings is also being fiercely contested. Legal experts are divided on whether the administration followed proper procedures in carrying out the dismissals. Some argue that the firings violate existing labor laws, particularly those protecting government employees from politically motivated dismissal. Multiple lawsuits have already been filed challenging the firings, alleging violations of due process and wrongful termination. These legal battles are expected to be lengthy and complex, with the potential to reach the Supreme Court. The outcome of these cases could have far-reaching implications for the balance of power between the executive branch and the civil service. The firings have ignited a firestorm of controversy across the nation. Protests have erupted in major cities, with citizens from all walks of life expressing their outrage. Civil liberties groups have denounced the firings as an assault on democratic norms and a dangerous step towards authoritarianism. The political fallout has been equally swift and severe. Democrats have condemned the firings as a blatant power grab and called for congressional investigations. Even some Republicans have expressed unease, fearing the long-term consequences for their party and the country. The political landscape is being redrawn, with the potential for significant shifts in power in the upcoming elections. Political analysts and scholars are grappling with the potential long-term ramifications of these firings. Some fear that this event marks a turning point in American democracy, a dangerous erosion of the norms and institutions that have long underpinned the country's stability. Others warn of the economic consequences of such a large-scale disruption to the federal workforce. The loss of expertise and experience could have lasting effects on government efficiency and effectiveness. The uncertainty surrounding the future direction of government policy is also causing jitters in the financial markets. The events of recent weeks have shaken the very foundations of American governance. The ramifications of these mass firings are still unfolding, and the path ahead remains uncertain. One thing is clear: this is a pivotal moment in our nation's history. Now, more than ever, it is crucial for citizens to engage in informed dialogue, to question those in power, and to make their voices heard. Share your thoughts on these unprecedented events. Do you believe these firings are justified? What are your concerns about the future of our government? Let your voice be heard in the comments below. Like and subscribe for more in-depth analysis on this developing story. Thank you for joining us in this critical conversation.